What's up, guys? Sam here. Very excited to finally be doing my first pre-recorded segment for you guys on Big Blue Avenue, Tom and Hank. Hello, guys. I'm so excited to finally have a chance to record something and be on the show again. I miss it a ton. I miss talking to you guys about the Giants. But the segment that I'm talking about today is something that I reached out to Tom and Hank about to discuss on my own segment because it was like the most outlandish thing and I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. But we are going to talk about Michael Strahan going to space. And Michael Strahan, obviously, one of the greatest New York Giants to come out of this organization, most successful, talented. We love Michael Strahan. He is fantastic and amazing and wonderful. So Michael Strahan went to space, and I wanted to talk about this because it just seems so crazy that I never thought in a million years in my lifetime that I would say that a football player that I saw win a Super Bowl would also be in space travel. It's so crazy. So I have an ABC News article in front of me that I'm gonna kind of be reading some of this information off of to tell you guys about Michael Strahan's space experience. So first things first, this happened on December 11th, and this is the rocket that he was in was called the Blue Origin, which is very appropriate, being that it's Blue Origin, obviously. And this was the rocket's third human flight this year, and marked the first with a full astronaut manifest of 6 crew members. So the 6 crew members included obviously Michael Strahan, Alan Shepard's daughter, who, if you don't know, Alan Shepard was a astronaut, and 4 paying customers. 4 people paid. I don't even know the amount of money, but 4 people paid to be in the Blue Origin and take off. So this mission was 10 minutes and 13 seconds with a maximum ascent velocity of 2,244 miles per hour. And for our European people that watch, because I know that there are some people over across the pond, that is 3,611 kilometers per hour. Or kilometers, sorry. So that is just an outlandish thing to think about in and of itself, is going that fast. And I know that I saw somewhere that Michael Strahan got a glimpse of his face with the G-force, like it was pulling on his face because you're going so fast that he was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna look like when I'm 85 years old. So Michael Strahan has seen into the future about what his entire face will look like when he's older. And I have some post-space flight thoughts from Michael Strahan in front of me, so I'll read you his quote. It's such almost an out-of-body experience. It's hard to even believe it happened. It's a crazy feeling, like the feeling of weightlessness, the feeling when the booster goes off, the rocket goes off, and it detaches, and you don't know what's up from down. And your body just goes like this, and you take off your seatbelt, but naturally, it feels natural to move. You actually have to push off of things and touch them very gently, but it feels very natural. And when he's talking about that, he's talking about the fact that there's no gravity in space, as we know, and you're kind of floating around, and they sent him up there and he got up there, and then they let him move around for about 3 to 4 minutes, the crew, and they kind of got a whole idea of what space is, I guess, because it's how do you, and also it's just the idea of how do you grasp that, how do you take what you're looking at and process it in your brain, and then like come back down to earth and like share that. So I feel like Michael Strahan is probably one of the best people to do this because of how well he can formulate a lot of his thoughts and how good he is at speaking and everything like that. So it is just, I don't even know how I would react if I was in space. I mean, you're in a part of the universe that you never even thought you'd be in. There's nothing around. There's no gravity. It's a wild, wild experience. So afterwards, they come back down. Jeff Bezos welcomes everybody back. Everybody gives lots of hugs, and Michael Strahan now wants to go back to space, which one space travel is enough. I won't lie to you guys. I was a little nervous about this, and I sent out a tweet That said, if Michael Strahan goes up to space and does not come down, I will be suing Jeff Bezos for trauma because what is a world without Michael Strahan? Like, let's be honest. So, hopefully, I'm glad everything is safe. I'm glad everybody's okay. And I know that they take a lot of precautions in this, but anything is possible. Anything can happen within this. So, I know he wants to go back, but I'm like, all right, Michael, let's take a moment to just figure it out first before we go back up into space. But it's also just a wild concept to think about that this happened on Saturday. He was supposed to go Thursday, but it was too windy. So they didn't send them up into space. So they had him back on for Thursday night football. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go to space on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'll be on the show for the football games. What a idea that Michael Strahan was like, yeah, Saturday's no good for me. I have to go to space. But Sunday football's on. I can't miss football. So Saturday I'll be in space, but Sunday I'll be there for the show. Like, I can't even the thought process is so funny to me. But that is what I wanted to chat with you guys about today. Tom and Hank, thank you so much for letting me go on my little Michael Strahan space rant in our first pre-recorded segment. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have a few more of these. Maybe some tea, whatever's going on. And I am super thankful of Tom and Hank for letting me do this. Guys, keep on keeping on, and let's go Giants.